Good morning, YouTube. Happy Monday morning. I'm Colleen, and I'm back for another YouTube live stream brought to you by Princess Dental Staffing. Hope everybody's Monday is going very, very well thus far, and that you're being eased into the new week with just being eased into the new week. So nothing too strenuous yet, hopefully, for you this Monday. So let's jump into today's topic. Today's topic is office managers and hiring skills, and why it's important for office managers to have good hiring skills. Well, why it's good is pretty easy. It's because office managers, you're going to have at least a hand in the hiring, if not doing the hiring yourself, right? So it's important for you to have good hiring skills so that you can interview the right candidates and so that you can hire the best candidate that best fits your office and the needs of your office, right? So that's why it's important for front office managers for office managers to have good hiring skills, right? So when we talk about hiring skills, what are we talking about? Well, SHRM had this to say about it. SHRM is the Society for Human Resources Management, if you've never heard of them before. But SHRM had this to say. They listed a few different skills that are involved in hiring skills, and I really like them, so I'm going to share them with you now. Good questioning techniques and good listening skills, very important because that helps you control the interview. It helps you guide the interview the way that you want it to go and helps you ask all the questions that you want to ask to ascertain the breadth and the depth of this candidate's skills and knowledge and abilities, right? Also, the ability to promote good communication. So that is a really big one, right? Because you want to make sure that your candidate is communicating all the things that you are interested in knowing about them. So when you talk about promoting good communication, it's not just setting aside enough time for the interview or making sure that you find a nice, quiet place to conduct the interview. It's also about asking open-ended questions, right? So not just asking those yes or no questions, but asking open-ended questions that allow the candidate to explain some of the things that they're trying to explain, but also asking the right questions, asking job-related questions, right? Because if you kind of veer off course and start asking non-job related questions, you might get in some legal hot water. You want to make sure that you're asking the questions that directly relate to the position, to the job competencies, and the job duties you're interested in knowing about, right? So promoting good communication. So those skills are the ones that SHRM, the Society of Human Resources Management, mentioned. And I would add two more to that list. Firstly, good note-taking skills. So you want to make sure that you're taking good notes throughout the interview. You can also record the interview if you want to. Just make sure you ask the candidate first if it's okay. And but at some point, even if you're listening to it later, you're probably going to be taking notes later. So being able to take good and thorough notes and highlighting the most important parts of the interviews, also a good skill to have, comes in handy, right? Another skill I would say is analysis, analytical skills, because when it comes to the hiring process, you have to look at the position and you have to analyze which job duties are most important and which job competencies are most important, right? So that you can ask the correct questions in the interview and learn about all the job competencies that the candidate potentially has, right? And then later on, you have to analyze the candidate's answers to those questions and analyze the candidate's knowledge, skills, abilities, experience, education, and determine how well they fit in your office and how well they're going to carry out this job that you are hiring for, right? And you also have to analyze between candidates, right? So analyzing each candidate as they compare to each other and as they all compare to the position. So a lot of analysis going on there, right? So those are the different types of skills that are included in hiring skills. If you have any other skills that you can think of that you think are really important to having good hiring skills and being a good interviewer and hirer, feel free to comment on this video. So that'll do it for me today, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. I hope your Monday is going wonderfully, and I will see you tomorrow. Have a great week, everyone.